It's time for a little bit of an October-themed video. We got a movie review coming up. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Just Jake Reviews, where I review albums, movies, and sports games. And today, we are back with another non-football video in the middle of my football videos. Last time I did this, I did another movie review. I did American Psycho. This time, we're doing another movie review. I promise it will not be just movie reviews. I actually have my next two videos planned that aren't football-related. And yeah, I'm also working on skits. I actually have a skit written that I have to film. I'll find a day to film that whenever I want. But yeah, I got some stuff filmed. And yes, so today we're doing another movie review. I just happened to watch this movie probably about a week ago. And yeah, it's Halloween-ish. It's a horror movie. For context, I am not a big horror movie watcher. You know, I wouldn't say I take spooks too well. Well, I can watch a few of them, but like the really like graphic ones I don't really like. But I was like, I'll try The Shining. So I watched The Shining. So today's movie we're going to be reviewing is The Shining. Let's get right into it. The Shining is a 1980 psychological horror film produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick and co-written with novelist Diane Johnson. It is based on Stephen King's 1977 novel and stars Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, Danny Lloyd, and Scatman Crothers. The film presents the descent into insanity of a recovering alcoholic and aspiring novelist who takes a job as winter caretaker for a mountain resort hotel with his wife and clairvoyant son. But anyways, figured I'd do a pretty short video of just talking about the movie. It's a pretty simple movie, actually, and just giving my thoughts on the movie in general. But anyways, The Shining, pretty much what the Wikipedia article said, you got Jack Nicholson in this movie, who I do think should have won an award. By the way, this red light, you like it? It kind of gives a little spooky theme to the video. Jack Nicholson, who plays a writer, right? And he's not really, you know, like the best guy in the world. He has like some writer's block, and he's taking his wife and his son on a vacation to this ski hotel. It's snowing, it's cold, all that fun stuff. Right? And so they're in this big hotel, right? Humongous hotel, right? They're renting it. It's just them. And alongside they meet a few workers and all that. And the movie already gives off kind of spooky and horror vibes. And alongside, while in the movie, Jack Nicholson, he gets writer's block, right? He gets writer's block. And he's really struggling, trying to write his book and all that. And his wife, Shelley Duvall, is trying to help him. And you have his son, who... his son can see stuff. His son sees stuff and can like hear stuff. Once again, clairvoyant in the Wikipedia article means that he like sees stuff. I think he's schizophrenic, but they don't actually say schizophrenic in the movie at all. The kid's name is Danny, by the way. I forgot the kid's name. It was Danny. I mean, this movie just has some pretty iconic spooks all over the place. You know, you got the two twins that come play with us. That's pretty cool. Him doing the tricycle in the hallway. Once again, and he meets this guy in the hotel while the parents are checking out, you know, the kitchen and all that, and he's telling him about what he's seeing and what his parents do. And Jack Nicholson is just going freaking crazy while this is all happening. I was expecting this movie to be a little more scary, which is gonna sound kind of odd because people think this movie's pretty freaking terrifying. This movie is a different kind of terrifying, right? This movie is... Once again, it's called a psychological horror film, so this movie's supposed to mess with your brain. There is one death the entire movie. There is one death on camera the entire movie. Just one. Of course, the Here's Johnny, very iconic catchphrase with the movie. And I do think the son, with the whole red rum thing at the end of the movie, the son is the best part of this movie by far. He is definitely the scariest part of this entire movie. Not Jack Nicholson, it's Danny. Jack Nicholson shouldn't have won an award for this movie. He should have. He definitely should have won something for his acting role in this movie, because his acting is absolutely spectacular in this movie. Do you also realize how long this movie actually is? This movie's 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's long as hell. I thought this film was at least like 2 hours. But no, for 1980, this movie's very long. It's also one of those things where it's like, okay, you wish you were around at the time when this film came out. You know, 1980, I'm sure it was freaking scary for people back in that time to watch. I'd say probably, you know, the disturbing part of the movie is definitely the bathroom scene. The bathroom scene is pretty scary with, you know, the nude women is definitely something in the movie. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I'm also a really big fan of the fact that Jack uses an axe in the movie. I really like axes in horror movies. Them escaping out of the bathroom at the end of the movie is pretty cool. The ice maze, the maze that Jack gets frozen in, is pretty cool. And yeah, I think the sun definitely carries the movie. Like, the acting by the little boy in this movie is actually freaking awesome. But no, my thoughts on The Shining, listen, for a horror movie, for a non-horror movie watcher, this movie actually wasn't that bad. I'm not sure if I'd watch it again or not. Yeah, this movie, it was okay. I definitely give it a 7. I forget what the exact number I gave it, but it was like I'll put it on screen somewhere, what I forgot, but it's in my notes somewhere. I'm using my phone to record, so that's why I can't see it, but I gave it this score, wherever I put it. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be all for today's quick little video. I'm sorry there's not that much detail about this movie. I'm just trying to put this video out just to get some variety while we enjoy football season. Once again, my next NFL predictions video is going to have a special guest, at least by now that I know of. But anyways, that's going to be all for today's quick little horror October movie, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.